Hey world, welcome to 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. I am Deepak here and my life is beautiful and I stay on top of it because I work as worship. Something very sad part of relationship I wanted to share with you today. And I've seen this happening very frequently, almost regularly in almost all relationships that are born out of love or when there is eventually love born in that relationship. Now, two people filled with love start connecting with each other, start getting attached with each other, and come to a very beautiful relationship, that of love. And a lot of excitement, a lot of looking forward for every day, and it's beautiful. World looks very magical. All of you know that. Those of you have been in love, it's very beautiful. It's magical. Everyday moment is such beauty all around. Inside there is beauty. Outside you are able to see beauty because when you're in love, no, everything is beautiful. And then something very strange happens is, for whatever reasons, see, when two people live together, be together in relationship, whether they are living or they live in, or it's a friendship and whatever it may be, and there is so much of emotional attachment to the point of emotional entanglement also happens, and that is the most difficult part. When you're attached, no problem. When the mind also gets involved, emotions get entangled, and that is the trickiest part because you don't know which emotion got entangled first from whose side and how it was. Then again it becomes a complete khichdi in that relationship. And whenever there is that misunderstanding, which is a part of a relationship, when there is going to be moments of ego involvement in the relationship, which is a part of the relationship, choosing not to share open, transparent, for whatever reason, either your own self blocks or the feeling of being misunderstood, we choose not to share exactly what we are feeling because we might think we might hurt the other person, or we're not able to vocalize it out. And it's all part of a relationship. And in those things, what happens is arguments, blame games, all this thing happened. And suddenly such a beautiful relationship, and it's again going to be a temporary phase. It is not going to be something you had a first argument or first misunderstanding, it is going to fall apart for lifetime. It doesn't work like that. Of course, some stupid idiots are there who for first misunderstanding or first confusions drop the entire relationship for a lifetime. God help them. But these confusion and misunderstandings are actually temporary, momentary. Put it in effort, or with time everything will sort it out. No matter what happens in the entire phase is, I've seen a lot of people, because of that love which they want to hold on to the relationship, where they either don't feel loved or they don't feel like loving the other person. Love is lost. That is, it's temporary. Love, even if it is lost, it is temporary loss, but it is lost, right? They not only lose love, but they also lose something very, very precious, for which they actually got into the relationship, which most people don't understand. And what they end up losing is happiness. Because if you ask anybody why you want to do that job, why you want to have that business, so I want to be happy in my life. If I do that, I'll be happy in life. No one says that if I find that job, I will be very loving in life. No one says that if I find that person or if I get that person, I'll be very loving in life. No one says that if I get a child after marriage, I will be very loving in life. No one says, right? If I find God, I'll be very loving in life. No one says. Everybody only says, if I get that person of my choice, I'll be so happy in my life. If I get a job of my dream, I'll be very happy in my life. If I get a child, it's too late in my relationship, in marriage, I'll be very happy in life. If I experience divine, I'll be so happy in my life. So everybody, so such an strange revelation, right? Nobody is searching for love. Well, we say all these things, no one loves me. That's beggary, let's leave it. But everybody only want to say, this makes me happy. No one says, this makes me feel loved. Do you say, hey, I want to go to Himalayas, I'm so happy to be in Himalayas? No one says, I'm so lovely to be in Himalayas. Do you have ever heard somebody saying that? I'm so happy to be in love, okay? Even that also is a phrase like that. I'm so happy to be in relationship. I'm so happy to be in love. No one says, I'm so loved to be in relationship. No one says, I'm so loved to be in America. I'm so loved to be on Europe tour. I'm so loved. No, I'm so happy to be on the Europe tour. So everybody's need is for happiness. We have misunderstood it damn crazily. And problem is, we think that relationship is going to give me happiness, which itself is a myth. But even if it's in that immaturity that a relationship will give me happiness, we go into relationship and love takes over. The problem with the love is when love takes over, no, this goes crazy. This can't work properly. And what we do is, in those, even if they are temporary misunderstandings, even if they are temporary goof ups, even if they are temporary shaken up in the relationship, we not only lose happiness, but very importantly, what we end up losing is happiness. And okay, for love to you to be related, you need other person to relate in love. In happiness, you don't need to relate with anybody, right? In happiness, is purely up to you. You can make sure that even if there is a temporary problem in the relationship or issue in the relationship, in any workplace or actually with your partner or with your companion, with your friend, anywhere, but you can still choose to be happy wherever you are, because your happiness doesn't depend on the other person. In relationship, the love also doesn't depend on, because if you don't love yourself, how does it matter? Even if the other person keeps loving you, still don't feel love because you won't feel love for yourself. But happiness is such an independent state of mind, right? You can choose to be happy irrespective of, in spite of. Oh, we carry that sadness of that misunderstanding or that confusion or that goof up everywhere in life, and we move around with sad face. Such a sad story of so many people in this world. प्यार खुशी पे भारी पड़ जाता है. In fact, it should be the other way around, right? If you continue to choose to be happy, both of them, or even you individually, I think it's far easier for you to come back, because sadness prolongs. Happiness, थोड़ा effort डालना पड़ता है. You have to put little effort from your side, put little initiative, go beyond your sadness, go beyond your emotion and tell, it's okay, I know it's not going to be permanent, it is going to be temporary, then why to drag it for long? Let's deal with it, happiness, and you go with happiness, you go with strength, because happiness can be tremendous strength and it depends upon you. Love is also a fabulous strength, but it's also somehow gets linked with the other person, and that person doesn't reciprocate, our love feels weak. Happiness is not like that. You can be happy independently and learn to be happy independently. Don't pay a price of happiness to find love in life. That is actually stupid. Absolutely immature. Don't trade happiness for love, because where there is happiness, love is guaranteed. Where there is love, happiness is not guaranteed. Hurt is guaranteed. Now, I'm not just asking you to choose love over happiness. I'm telling you, don't trade happiness for a love in relationship with somebody. It's not worth it, because you will end up, if you trade happiness for love, you will eventually lose love also and happiness also. Bad deal. Bad deal. Let's hold on to happiness in spite of, irrespective of, and see how love keeps running into your life from every direction. With that belief, let's go rocking. Here we go. I believe I can. I believe I am. I believe I can. So guys, go get set and grow.